We have obviously been looking at the risks that have been prevalent in our market. And as you recall, this process started in 2008 when we actually started by identifying what are the gaps that may be there in our supervision processes and procedures. Based on that, a policy decision was taken to adopt a risk-based supervision approach for the authority and even for the industry. Again, I'm only aware of South Africa that currently has a risk-based supervision, so this will be a very big step for us. So we adopted the resolution that we would undertake this process in phases, and that's how we ended up in this particular role. So based on that, from, I believe, 2009, we undertook the risk-based supervision gaps and actually understanding the methodology. Then, based on that, we started on the risk profiling. And as you recall, in November 2010, we actually provided the results of what our profiling had indicated, as well as now the next process has been to determine what is really the level of capital adequacy that is required for risk-based supervision by each of you. And this has been a very intimate project, I would have to say. This project is really a milestone. It will help us obtain feedback from you on several important issues, most of which were discussed with each of you at your offices. In particular, I wish to comment and really reiterate the developments and milestones that have been achieved by yourselves as well as the authority in this process. First has been the actual guidelines, which are called the Management, Supervision, and Risk Management Guidelines. These have been developed extensively with your support, and we have actually exposed this publicly. We've received your comments, and right now they are really in the process of gazettement. The next process has been, again, determining what are the risk-based capital adequacy requirements. We've discussed this with yourselves. Again, this was last year, and we've also had an opportunity to engage with you further this year. The other aspect has been on the financial resources regulations, which will actually form part of today's discussions. And we will be also formally requesting your formal comments even after this stakeholders workshop, so that we can ensure that this process is as seamless as possible. But I think above all, we have come up with a risk profiling framework, which is currently in use, which we expect, again, will help us better supervise the market in forms of risk. This workshop will really serve today to update you on the progress we have made. But I think the discussion on risk-based supervision cannot be held without looking at, again, the effect on the global risks on our environment. You know, currently we have what's happening at the Wall Street. We also have just come out from the Euro debt crisis. And these are all risks that affect our market, because whether we like it or not, we're in the capital markets, and what happens abroad is also going to, at some point, reflect on our market. So in terms of even our risk-based framework, these are areas that we are looking at to try and see what are the policy changes that will be required from our part. And these are discussions I think we would also wish to engage with you in terms of what is the best way for us to drive this market, given that we obviously don't operate in a vacuum. We also have foreign investors who come in our markets as well.